As of the time I am writing and recording this video, next to nothing is known about the job creator that we saw in the initial trailer. We just know that it exists. So today, I'm going to be a little more speculative than usual because I feel like talking about the complexities and layers of a job creator tool. So let's get started and let's jump right in. My name is Michael and welcome back to Sovereign Gaming. I have been waiting for more information to be revealed surrounding the world creator and also the job creator tools in Life by You. As I mentioned before, today I'm going to be a little more speculative about the job system since, as of the time I'm writing this video and publishing this video, not much has been revealed. So please understand that what I am about to say is a speculation and an opinion, and both can change as new information surfaces like any sane human being would do. With that said, I want to quote Rod Humble again with what he had said about jobs. We have hotel jobs, retail jobs, hairdressing, salon, finance, regular white collar jobs, all of that with progression out of the box, Humble explains. But we also ship with an entire career and job editor and creation tool so you can make brand new jobs from scratch. So if you want to make a store that sells balloons, you can do just that. With every job being fully interactive without there being any rabbit hole jobs, the job creator sounds kind of intense to me. It sounds like we, the players, will have to design some sort of a job tree and then break down each of those jobs into a series of tasks that the Life by You characters will have to take. I mean, if we take a look at this screenshot here, we can see how this office worker has to complete a series of tasks during the day. You see, that's another element of the job creator that I am especially curious about, which is the creation of products out of thin air, so to speak. So is that cashier taking a bunch of carrots out of a bottomless box to restock the grocery store shelves? Or is there a more sophisticated supply management system at play here that we aren't aware of yet? And can the player customize some sort of a supply management system in their world if they so choose to do so? Personally, I can accept an endless supply of carrots being found in a bottomless box in the storage room because a sophisticated supply chain system would already add on to the many complex systems in Life by You. I can accept some gameplay conventions like this because I do have some idea on how complex video games are to bring to market, but that's not the impression that I'm getting, and I'm going to explain why. In the grocery store video, we see the cashier go to the back to grab something from storage. That's all fine and good, but I noticed that there is an entire back room complete with an office and what appears to be a receiving area in the back of the building. You see, in all of the Sims franchises, some of the best builds out there for commercial lots include a lot of dummy rooms. And what I mean by that is that they have rooms that don't actually function. They're just there to look good and make the lot realistic. For example, I created a dry dock seaport once in The Sims 3. The entire dry docks operation was conveyed just using props, but I classified the community lot as a port so that I could actually launch houseboats off of it when Island Paradise released as an expansion pack. I think that Paradox knows this community very well, either by means of social listening or from Rod Humble's first-hand experience. And I strongly think that they wouldn't show anything at this time that is just decorative or anything that could potentially mislead the community into thinking that there are features that aren't actually in-game. Especially when considering how they have marketed Life by You being a game where it seems that you can mod a lot of things into the game and just completely take control as the player. So to me, there was a considerable effort made to show that the cashier has to actually go to the back to restock the shelves on the sales floor. And in The Sims 2 Open for Business, you had Sims that would just restock automatically just by looking at the sold item space with a clipboard, and then they would just kind of hover about and then automatically restock it, assuming that you had the inventory. Perhaps I am just overthinking it. But I don't think it was an accident that Paradox decided to show that backroom functions exist, such as having an employee restock something from the storage room, or have the need to include an office in the preview. But then that begs the question, Are the shelves in the storage room magically replenished, or is there a supply chain management in play in Life by You? Like I mentioned before, there is clearly a receiving area in the back room of the grocery store, and I don't think that Paradox would show a lot that has dummy rooms just for looks at this stage in the game, where the community can get the wrong impression from looking too much into it. Okay, maybe I'm doing that a bit myself here, but I actually have a lot of faith that Paradox would be extremely careful in what they're releasing to the public. Most Life Simulator players will hate the idea of having to contend with a housing challenge, and now a supply chain challenge in the gameplay would just it probably wouldn't go over too well with them. But I also think that Paradox would introduce this gameplay aspect as an option for players, since I trust that they know their audience well. And besides, this game is already looking like it will revolutionize the life simulation space without a supply chain system to manage. So who knows? Only time will tell on this one. If a supply chain system of some sort is introduced into Life by You, then they can really take this franchise into areas never seen before in The Sims. What comes to mind here is releasing features and content that is more industrial than what The Sims was ever able to achieve. If I can create a balloons-only store like the example that Rod Humble gave, then perhaps I can also make a factory that manufactures latex into balloons to actually supply that store. Or maybe I can create a logistics center that is capable of delivering the goods created by that factory. Now that I'm saying it out loud, perhaps it sounds more like an expansion pack than anything else. However, we do not know the true scale of Life by You at this point in time, and how these grocery store storage rooms get stocked remains a fun mystery to speculate on at this time. Personally, I would love a supply chain management system introduced into Life by You. This isn't The Sims after all, but I also think that they would be wise to make it an option. Much like managing the imminently growing housing supply, players aren't attracted to this game for its housing challenges or supply chain challenges. They just want to play a life simulator that has no limits and no glitches or bugs. Looking at you, Sims 4. But I want to know what you have to think on the supply chain systems possibly being in the game. Do you see how there were some clues that lead me to believe that there is more to the grocery store than what they were telling us? Or do you think I'm just overthinking it? To be fair, I could just be reading too much into it. But would you even like some sort of a supply chain management system in Life by You? And do you think it would be possible to create one with the job creator tool that Rod Humble had mentioned before? As always, feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what you think. And until next time, thank you again for spending some time and watching this video. I really do appreciate it. And if you'd like to see more, you know what to do. You can like and subscribe and all that jazz. But for now, I just want to thank you again for watching, and I hope you have yourself a wonderful day.